Good. I was about to say, like, YouTube isn't getting the views anymore, but still, I still want it there because apparently Facebook deletes after 2 weeks now.
Does it really?
Something like that.
That's fucked up.
It's either 14 days or 14 months. One of those two.
I hope it's 14 months.
What in the world? Yeah, I think he's joining us via mobile. All right. Hop around, make sure everybody
there we go.
we're live everywhere.
Hey, hey.
And the, Yo, he wasn't there for that one episode where I was in the car trying to get in there. Yeah, man, it's not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be fun.
Might not work out.
Can't hear you. In the car.
Might not work out.
Can you hear him? I can't hear him.
I can't hear him, but always got him on mute.
All right, let me share this around and then we'll get started.
Can you hear me now?
Oh,
Yeah,
there we
there
go.
he is.
Now we can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Are you driving? Tell me you're not driving.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not
You're
driving.
trying to drive. Just.
Oh, definitely not driving. Not driving.
All right, that's good. That's good. Did you post the wrong video to be in live? Because it says episode 10.
What? Hold on. No, I got
Yeah,
the right
it's got-
title. I got the right title on there.
Episode 11?
Yeah.
Oh, for some reason it's showing me episode 10. Watching now, yeah, it says watching now started 2 minutes ago. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Is it me?
Yeah, it's probably you. It's probably you.
No, well, I'm on YouTube. I was on the YouTube.
Oh,
Oh,
son
okay.
of a-
So I see it on Facebook. On Facebook, it's right.
Okay, so it didn't update for YouTube. I'll go back and edit the title later. Okay, we're good.
Okay,
That's
I'm
fine, as long
gonna
as-
still share the URL though.
All right, hold on. Let's see. See if I can.
2
Okay,
minutes ago?
nope. Wrong button. I don't want to watch it. I want to edit it. YouTube, don't be a YouTube. Let's see. No, that's not what I want to do. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to set it up later.
Please.
All right, I'll set it up later. Yeah. So as long as the title is right here, gosh, I haven't even looked at Twitch in for freaking ever. Whenever.
Uh-oh. This is gonna be fun.
Hop over here, make sure it's live there. The only reason I'm even streaming there is because that's where my primary account is based out of. Yeah, no, the title's right over here. Okay. We're good.
All right, making sure. I haven't looked at it a little bit. You talking about Twitch? I haven't even looked at Twitch. I'm looking at Twitch.
All right. Are we ready?
Yep.
Yep.
As best as I can be.
All right. And we are live. Hello. Welcome, everybody, to Griffcast episode 11, the mature, nerdy podcast for immature people. I'm your host, Griffmore, and once again, we got the full house tonight. We've got TCP, the Caramel Prince,
What's going on?
Solops Fanaron, and my boy Wild, who is accessing us via remote.
Yes, sir.
Teleworking at night.
Yeah.
Oh, what's been good? Oh, well, I mean, the big thing there, my boy getting married here. What you doing?
Yeah.
Oh.
We got married, baby.
Yeah. Congrats.
Well, thank you.
Is that what you're doing? You're driving back from the honeymoon right now?
Oh no. Nah, we already get that one. We got that one and done out of the way.
But what you guys been getting into this week? I know there's been, last 2 weeks since we didn't do last week because
Somebody fell asleep.
yeah, somebody fell asleep.
Somebody got day drunk and fell asleep. Don't know who that was. He's a piece of shit, tell you that. It might have been me.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
You man, I feel so bad. I felt so bad about it. Man. I was thinking about it like the entire week. I'm like, I can't believe I slept through that. That was like, the topics were so good. I'm sitting there, I'm like all excited for the topics. I'm glad we brought the topics back for this week, man. I tell you.
As soon as I saw that text message, I was just like, yeah, so that means that somebody messed up. I was like, you done messed up, Ron.
Oh.
Hey man, I was having a good day, man. I was just, I had a couple people over earlier. We had brunch, everything. There was a little bit of mimosas. There was Bloody Marys going around. I was feeling good, and then
Having
me
too
and my
good
girl
of a day.
were sitting on the back deck. I'm sitting there on the furniture. I'm like, oh, this furniture feels good. Oh, this furniture feels real good. Oh, this furniture feels so good.
And then he's out like a light.
Just gone.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. I'll be there. Oh man.
I've been playing Ratchet and Clank, for the last 2 days, and I know it's not on the docket, but that game,
Yeah.
it's dope. It's pretty dope.
I've never played one, but I'm tempted. I am tempted.
Oh, it's good. You got to, man. You got to.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good.
Absolutely say. Definitely give it a play.
Have you never played a Ratchet and Clank before? Or you
No,
just talking
I
about
haven't.
this one?
Like, not at all.
Oh man, I love Ratchet and Clank because it's like us, man. It's like a mature, immature game.
Yep.
It's so childish and it's so cartoonish. Like at the same time, you're just like, you can't say stuff like that, but I appreciate it. It's fun, man. It's a lot of fun. It's good fun. Can't hate on it.
Oh yeah, I would definitely give it a play. I honestly played through it like a couple of times.
So, this one's a remake of the first one, right?
The one that just came out? No, not brand new.
Oh, it's a brand new game. Okay.
Brand new game. So and that's what a lot of people, like a couple buddies of mine, they'll probably watch this podcast later. I'm gonna call them out just a little bit. I'm not gonna say any names, but they're a little upset that the game only came out for the PS4 and not for the PS5. But they engineered this game for the PS5. They said it when they were when they did a state of play for it, or they introduced it during a state of play. They're like, this game cannot be on any other console other than the PS5, just because when you warp through rifts, there are sometimes you're in a level and you jump through a rift and it's really quick because you're in one spot and all of a sudden you're just in another spot and everything around you has to load around, all the characters, enemies, ads and everything just have to already be in their spot. And everything has to be loaded in real quick. But there's other times where they just you're standing in one world and all of a sudden you're boom in an entire another world and the entire map is there. I'm talking instantaneously, and I'm just you can't do that on the PS4, man. It's too slow. You can't do it. It would just be a long ass loading screwed if you just flying through space or anything. But you're just standing there, you fly for not even half a second. You're just oh, and then all of a sudden, bam, you're just in an entire another world. Monsters running around trying to eat you and stuff. And it's just it's quick, very fast.
I'll look at it. That and what else came out this last week? Was it Chivalry 2 came out? I know a bunch of people playing that.
Yeah, that was
I did see a lot about
I saw reviews on.
There's a couple of guys trying to get me on that one, and I'm just I'm not sure I want to drop $40 on it right now. So
it does look kind of fun
$40?
though. I was looking into it a little bit.
Yeah, it's only $40. It's only $40.
It's a strategy game though, right?
No, it's 64 verses.
It's like a first-person melee action game.
Yeah.
Oh, Daddy just got excited.
Yeah,
I seen the things about it. I was maybe I was thinking it was Age of Empires, or it was over, bird's eye view shots.
It's medieval Call of Duty.
You're all up in the nitty-gritty of it.
That sounds
Get that
interesting.
again, there.
What did they had? They had the game come out not too long ago, Kingdom Come.
Mhm.
That was a first person like that, and I was kind of interested about that. I wanted to play it. I think it was on Game Pass for a while. Then as soon as I noticed it, they're like, "Yeah, we're taking it off. You can't play it. Fuck you." I was like, "That's great, thanks."
Yeah, I've been. I hop back into. Like, I got halfway through my New Game Plus for Biomutant, and I'm just like, okay, I gotta put this down. New Game Plus is where that game is at.
You getting too addicted to it, or you just like?
No, it's just like once you do the story, New Game Plus is where the whole game is at. That's like the best part of the whole game.
Oh, really?
But once you do all the story, and like I knocked out like most of the side missions and all that, so at this point in time, I'm just doing it on repeat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just doing what I've already done over the last week. I'm just like, I'll come back to this later when, it feels fresh again.
Yeah.
So I turned
So
around.
I had a hard time trying to get into it. Like I said, when I had buddies over on Sunday, I kind of showed him Biomutant. He was the one in to see it. And, he had the same thoughts I did. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just not my flavor.
Yeah. But after that, I hopped back into Baldur's Gate 3. It's still in early access. The last patch just dropped a new class, so they got the Druid in there now. So I'll hop back in on that. I've already beaten the early access again, and I'm just like, I gotta go find something else. Like I'm like burning through all this stuff. I think what I might do is I actually, maybe this week I actually might go ahead and break out Miles Morales. Still sitting.
I'm mad at you now, man. You still haven't played that?
No, it's still wrapped in plastic on my shelf.
It's
That's a solid game.
Yo, did you say it's still in the plastic?
It's in the plastic. You didn't even buy it on digital. Something wrong with you.
No, my man say, he went back to prehistoric days. Like, yo, let me get the plastic wrap.
So, okay. It's the only way I got the PS5 is I had to buy the bundle.
Okay.
So I got Godfall and Miles Morales.
Oh, dude, that's all I'm thinking about Godfall today. And I'm sitting there, I'm just like, God damn it. That's like, when people talk about games that you regret buying, Godfall is now at the fucking first on the goddamn list.
I want to go give it another try.
On the goddamn list. I played that game for 2 hours.
We need to actually get together and just grind through that game, and just to see like if it gets better. Because
I don't think it does.
I wanted
telling you
to.
what I heard.
I wanted to, but I know it doesn't. So.
Oh yeah, the article I saw today was like nobody's playing Godfall on the PS5, so they're bringing it over to the PS4. Yeah. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna play it there either.
Oh wow, really? I hadn't heard that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it came out like a couple hours ago. I think they probably announced it at E3 or something.
Yeah.
No, that game was. I bought it. It was like the only game that I saw that I was like, I kind of like. It was like, that might look all right. PS5 didn't launch with too many games.
Honestly, though, just like graphically speaking, I thought the game looked really cool.
It does. It's a beautiful game.
It looks good. It plays good. It's just when the game gets repetitive in the first 20 minutes, that's when there's a problem.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to. If it's the same thing all over and over and over again, I'm like, didn't I just do this like 20 minutes ago?
Yeah.
That's my problem with looter games and service games, man. It's just repetitive as shit.
See, that's what really threw me off is those are the things I like, and I didn't like it. So I want to go back and I want to give it another try.
You hit me up. I'll re-download it. I'll give it another go. I'm like $60. It hurts. I gotta make it seem worth it.
I need to take my receipt back. It was like, I just want a refund just for that. Is that okay?
It's like that makes me feel bad. I spent $60 on that game, and I did it without even a thought. And I played that game for all of 2 hours, and I was just like, no. But when the Tomb Raider franchise, the entire Tomb Raider franchise, I'm talking from 1992 to 2019 when the last game came out, every single one of those games and all their DLC was $40 on Steam, and I was still I can't justify that.
Oh damn! I don't know. I might jump on that one.
It's gone now. It's gone. It's too late.
Never mind.
It's gone. It was a couple weeks ago, and I was just like, shit. I should have did it. Should have did it. Just to have like the most 3 recent games. But I have all the most 3 recent games, but I have them on PlayStation. I was like, oh, do you want to play them on PC now? I can't justify it.
Yeah, because
I won't play them that much.
The new Tomb Raider became the new benchmark, didn't it?
Yeah, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. That's also one of the reasons I wanted to buy it. I was like, I need to start setting some benchmarks. I need to start seeing my FPS, see my performance, what's really going on.
Yeah. So me and TC are sitting here taking over the show. What you guys been up to?
I as far as games go, I haven't really been doing much. I saw the game Sniper Elite 4 on sale on the PlayStation. Thought I'd give that a try. I don't know if you guys ever played those games, but I've always thought they looked interesting. And I don't know, it's kind of fun. I've just been playing through a little bit of it. It's just fun getting some slow-mo kill cams on some Nazis, I don't think that ever really gets old.
No, it never does.
But I mean, aside from that, it's a really simple, straightforward game. It's not really anything complicated. It's literally just focused on gameplay, and that's it. And that's really all I wanted it for. It was like $8.
Oh yeah,
that's nice. I think I have it. They released it like many months ago. And it was free like for PlayStation Plus, I think. So I have it, and there's a co-op mode. So again, if you want to do some co-op, holler at your boy. I'll jump on it.
Yeah, I've been trying to do some co-op on it. One of my buddies, he got the game and his PlayStation like crapped out on him right as we were playing it. I was like, man, you gotta be kidding me. It sucks.
Well, the one thing I've been kind of getting into is that the new dodgeball game, Knockout City.
Oh, I did hear about that. Someone had some good things about
Somebody told me about that too.
It's pretty awesome. It like high energy. The game is cracked. Like legit.
Is it like Rocket League or something?
Cracked. Huh?
Is it like Rocket League or something? Yeah,
I would say kind of like Rocket League, but just like all the time. Like your adrenaline's like always going with this game, and you will sit there for hours.
Is it a battle royale?
No, I wouldn't say it's a battle royale. It's kind of like a.
Is it team based?
Kind of like it's kind of got that like that Overwatch feel to it.
Mm.
And so literally 2 teams, and you just go at it, and it's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Is it a free-to-play game?
No.
No, it's paid.
Is it a full price game, or is it like one of those like $30 games?
$20 on Steam.
I think so.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. No.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I just went through, and a buddy of mine was telling me about it, and he was just like, "Oh, well, here you go. Here's the game." I was like, okay, well, thanks." And
those are the best.
Bruh.
Like, I'm really still waiting for somebody to make up a private server for Battleborn. That's a game I want to go back to at some point. But all right, let's jump into this. All right, so this first one kind of has me a little excited and a little worried. DarkHorse Comics has started a gaming division. They are hiring out for other companies to make games for them, and they're projecting their first game to be here at the end of Q1 of 2022.
I'm trying to think to myself, what has DarkHorse Comics done?
Hellboy?
Okay.
Ooh.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you talking about a Hellboy game?
It's within their ability.
It's within their game. Daddy's gonna jump on that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Like even if it's as bad as say like Dirge of Cerberus, I will probably still enjoy every minute of it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like.
Right, absolutely.
So like, I meant to like pull up more comic books, but like that's their big one. Like I'm just like, if you guys come out with like an amazing Hellboy game, like all you got to do, like you could even do like a side scroller that follows the storyline of the comics from episode 1 or issue 1. Like if you just did that, I would be all for it. But
as long as it follows the
banter.
storyline.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say, as long as you just have a game that just has his banter in it.
It would be better though if they get Ron Perlman to come in and do the voice.
I do, Ron Perlman. Did you watch the new Hellboy movie?
I did.
With
I actually
I can't remember his name.
I didn't mind him as Hellboy. The rest of the movie was sucked.
David Harbour? Yeah.
I think so. Like the rest of the movie sucked, but him as Hellboy I actually liked.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad, but yeah, Ron Perlman, OG Hellboy.
Yeah.
Hard
Okay.
to match that jawline.
Yeah.
Facts.
But like, you know, what's his name? He jacked up to be Hellboy. Like,
Well, I don't know if he was doing that or to fight off the Demogorgon.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So we got. So the reason I brought up the whole benchmark thing was for this topic. They're remastering the entire Crysis trilogy to come out the end of this quarter 3 of this year. I want to know how far they're going to remaster it, and if we're going to see Crysis as the benchmark again.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they already remaster one of those?
That's what I was saying. I think they already.
Yeah.
I think they did one.
I think they're doing it again. Like they're going to do like the full trilogy. Like
they might only have to do 2 and 3 and then just bundle it.
Yeah, that's probably.
I mean, did their first remaster do that good for them to go ahead and?
Because they wanted to be the benchmark again. So I remember about Crysis, that Crysis remastered. So like how like PCs have game settings low, medium, high, very high, ultra. These motherfuckers added in, can it run Crysis?
Ooh,
So
That's hilarious.
so like Cyberpunk has like ultra, then Psycho, but then like Crysis was like, can it run Crysis?
Like that's what I want to see though. Is like, are we going to come back to like the early 2000s of can it run Crysis? Like I want to see those memes again.
That would be hilarious.
Bring back my early 20s of just getting into PC gaming, and everybody asking, but can it run Crysis? Like, I mean, right now, like, there's smart fridges that can run the Crysis that came out 20 years ago. But I'm curious about that.
I've been trying to play the Crysis remaster. So like, with Xbox Game Pass, I get EA Play, and the 3 original Crysis games are on there. But I'm looking for the remaster because I'm like, I gotta know, man. Can I run Crysis?
Can it run Crysis?
Please.
Is it on Game Pass for PC?
No. So it's not on Game Pass, but like if you have Game Pass Ultimate, for PC, then you get EA Play.
Oh.
For PC, and you also get it for console too. You get it for console.
Yeah, because I know I had it for console, but I didn't realize you could actually just log into EA Play with it.
Yeah, that's what I did. Like I started Xbox Game Pass, and then I just it has all the EA Play games on there. So like when I selected it, it's like you got to open up the EA Play launcher, and went through and I followed the steps. It's very simple. It's just like you got to create an EA Play. I went and created it, and it already knew I was going through my Xbox Game Pass, so it immediately linked it. So,
all right,
it's beautiful.
I'll have to give that a go because I used to use it. Wait, Origin is EA, right?
Yeah, so EA Play and Origins is different.
Okay.
Okay. Origins is their store, and EA Play you can still buy stuff to it, but EA Play is more of
their streaming service.
It's their streaming service. You can still download the games. You download them and then play them. Yeah, but it's more like their rental service. They have this thing where I think you can only place so many hours, but I think there's different levels to that because I haven't run into that issue. I've been playing some games like Dead Space. I just been playing it all fucking day and not having an issue. But you have depending on your level of your package, I think they you can only play for so many hours a day, then so many hours a week before it just cuts you off. I haven't run into that issue, maybe because I don't play enough, but also there have been times where I just played all day.
Yeah, I could drop down 16 hours on a sitting.
Yeah.
So
I know CP brought up Dead Space, man.
Oh man,
I don't know how you do it, man. I don't know how you do it, man. I don't know how you do it.
I'm waiting to show it. I'm showing it a little bit, but I'm more I'm waiting for that podcast where we have the Callisto Protocol, and I'll bring out the big guns, and I'll show you how much I love Dead Space.
Mm.
Gotta stay.
I don't know if you could pay me enough to play that game. I don't know. I just
lights on, high noon, windows open.
Right? I'm gonna have the lights on in the house on full blast. Like every.
I'm telling you, man, I was like that too. Like the first game, I was like, man, if it's not high noon right now, I'm not playing it. Got the lights on, windows open too. Got to have the natural light in, as I have like all the overhead lights on and stuff. I'm just like, nah. But like Dead Space 2 was like the game changer. I was like, I'm only playing that at midnight. It was just anyway.
All right, so Sony has announced that they're going to be re-releasing the PS5 with a new chip.
Is that official?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Oh. I guess gotta start saving up for
Was
that.
this
just to-
was this is this supposed to compensate for their chipset?
Oh, it's not. I thought it was.
Oh,
I thought it was too.
I first heard about this being a rumor that they're
So-
compensating for the chip shortage.
It's not. So not according to the articles I've read. Okay. And it's not going to be a PS5 Pro. It is just, hey, we kind of came up with a new chip that runs just a touch better. So we're going to knock down our load times by like 5%.
See, you had to say that. You had to say better.
Yeah.
You had to say better. You had
Yeah.
to say better. If it's 1% better, now I gotta have it. You know, if they would have said like it doesn't run as well as the OG PS5, but it's almost just as good, then I probably wouldn't bother myself getting it. But now you had to use the word better, so now I have to buy it. Now
Yeah.
I have to get it.
Well, you have fun with that. Because
I mean, if you're gonna get rid of that, then your boy's looking.
yeah, you still can't buy them.
I got multiple TVs in my house. I can just hook this one up somewhere else.
I'll take whichever 5 I can get my hands on.
You know, right?
I mean, there's a few ways I'm sure you could get one. I'm not giving you my address though.
Hey, you know what? Already got it, baby.
Don't mess with my man cave, man.
So is it true that they're going to try to build or use a 6nm chip or processor for it?
Oh gosh, you want to get into those tech specifics? I didn't write
know.
those down.
I only did a small little bit of research on that type of thing, but now I think I know a decent amount about it. I mean, like even like most PC chips, gaming PC chips are still at 7nm, and I'm just like, you're gonna bust out the fucking big guns for that. They'd probably be losing a shit ton of money just like on the research to develop a 6nm chip.
Yeah.
To put in the PS5. That's like, I mean, if PCs aren't even doing it yet, and you're trying to do it for console, that sounds like a big hit to the wallet.
Like they could try, I guess, but I'm gonna save. I'm gonna reserve judgment on that one. Like they say they do it, and I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't know. I think like everyone's just doing 7nm. It's been like that for like a couple years now, right? Did we not just make the jump from 10?
Gosh, you want to dive into those specifics? I could not tell you, man. Because
all right, we'll do a little bit. We'll both do a little bit more research.
Yeah, let's do some research.
I only did it for like a quick minute.
Like, because I'm just like, oh god, you want to talk about specs and shit? Shit. Like, I use like the AMD FX 6300 for like 9 years. All right. Like it was outdated when I bought it, and I still used it for 9 years. That was my original stream PC. Yeah. Gosh, using what is a GTX 950. Yeah. Good times. Good times.
The good old days.
I hope they do make like a new PS5. I guess I could call it the Slim, or the budget edition.
The budget. Yeah, they already have that. They just took the disk drive away from you.
Oh yeah, that was right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
This took the disk drive out. This is the budget edition.
I mean, maybe not the budget edition, but like this is the COVID edition. This is what happens to the world when there's a pandemic.
That's already exists, man. That's what we got now.
It runs a little hotter because we weren't able to make the fan as big.
All right, so it's on the topic of Sony here. So in Sony's latest investor report, they had listed Uncharted 4 for PC.
I'm here for it.
I didn't think that game was ever going to cross over to anything.
Yeah, because but if we get this, how far away are we for God of War for PC? I mean, like, we're all God of War fanboys here, so.
So another buddy of mine, he mentioned, like, he said to me, he's like, I'm here for it. Like, when they brought Days Gone over to PC, he was just like, yeah, I'm super here for it. Like, let the sales go through. And like, he's like a diehard Sony fan. Like, anytime I mention like I play on PC, like, to him, he's just like, I don't want to fucking talk about it. I don't want to hear. I don't care. No one cares. If you're not talking Sony to me, I don't want to talk. And I'm just like, all right, man. So like, he's a diehard Sony fan, and like letting that stuff go over, he's just like, let it happen, man. More people buy it, more funds. More likely, like, the sequel will get greenlit. More stuff like that will happen. So I mean, like,
Good way to think about it.
yeah. I mean, like, I'm gonna weird plays with Uncharted, cause like, let Naughty Dog do its thing. Let them, if people on PC want to buy it and like, play the game and, get it, there to touch more fans, that's great. But I hope they don't let this bully them in to making another Drake game.
Yeah.
And Nathan Drake. I mean, like, let the character sleep, man. He's done. Make an Uncharted game, but like bring in a different main character. Do somebody else. Not necessarily get spin-off like they did with Chloe and the other girl for that game, that small game. Not necessarily a spin-off, but like a new Uncharted franchise, a new direction.
I can get behind that.
I agree with the idea that you're suggesting, but I think the problem with that sometimes with some franchises is that they get so attached, and we as consumers get so attached to a certain character that sometimes when a new character gets introduced, even if it's a great character, sometimes you still think about that old character. You're like, man, I wish it was that other guy. And then it just might not take off. It might not succeed in the same way that you hope it will. But I definitely understand what you're saying. I kind of feel the same way about it.
I mean, they could set it up as a universe, though, like they do with Alan Wake.
They can. I mean, they could do it like Assassin's Creed. They could just keep, introducing new characters and just pick a different place in the world and do a different adventure.
So now that I heard what you said about like, introducing a new character, and I fully respected it, but then like you had to interject Assassin's Creed in that. I'm like, the game has not been the same since Ezio left, man.
No,
it's
see,
not
and
been the same since Ezio left.
And you just proved my point now by saying that. So it's like the game can stay good, but you're still going to have that memory of what you liked about it, and a lot of other people are probably going to share that same memory. Because I felt exactly the same way about the Assassin's Creed series after Ezio. I was like, I don't think he was necessarily the best character, but I feel like he was.
I think he was the best character, and like he definitely had the best games.
He was the most fleshed out.
Black Flag was definitely like. Black Flag was maybe their best game, but as a character, like Edward was not, the greatest, because he was the first one, or no, he was the second one. But no, I guess Connor had training, but yeah, Edward was definitely the first one, and ever since Edward, they kind of stuck with that theme where someone like, I'm just gonna play the identity of an assassin. I have had no formal training. I've never done anything, but I have this little wrist thing, and I wear a hood, so I'm an assassin now. And they cut and run with that ever since.
That was when it stopped being Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like as much as I love Valhalla, it is not Assassin's Creed. It's really not.
It's just a fun action game.
It is.
It is. It's a fun game, and you get the history, and you get the playing in that era and the history that they're trying to convey to you and everything, like how you could see like fictitiously they could play, a part, and influence things that happened in that era. But it's not an Assassin's game. A lot of the fans were kind of, starting petitions like, bring back the stealth and whatever and so forth. But yeah, Valhalla is fun.
Oh yeah, like I absolutely love Valhalla. It was the only one I've played since 2, but never during that game. Like it would enter, like I would enter in like one of the old like safe houses for the guild, and I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm playing an Assassin's game. I forgot about that.
Right, and like they almost like kind of like lost that. You're just playing as someone that's just going through there, just doing whatever they want to do, whatever they think is right. Yeah. Nothing dealing with the creed, and of course you run across the creed or like Odyssey. The creed wasn't involved at all. You run in and they're talking about the civilization that came before.
Yeah.
With Origins, it's of course the origination. Origination a word?
Origination
of the. It's the origination of the actual creed, even though they really don't really go too deep into it. And then in Valhalla, he just runs into two dudes that were the creed. They gave him the wrist blade, and they told him to just go stab some dummies for like 30 minutes, and all of a sudden, like, boom, you're an assassin. You have all these skills now. Good job.
Yeah. But all right. This next topic, though, well, these next 2 topics we're going to kind of condense into one, because they're connected. But any PC gamer worth their salt who actually does any research into what they're building is going to be on our side. There's going to be people who...
I know what it is now. Okay. Sorry.
So, okay. We're going to rag on Dell and Alienware. Okay.
Never mind. Okay, you took another turn. Yeah, let's go. Let's get after it, bud.
So, all right.
Wait, before we start this, can we get sued? For like slander and I don't think
Find out.
we'll find out. We'll find out. Wait.
No, it's opinionated. It's opinionated.
Yeah, it's opinionated.
Yeah, it's opinionated.
I'm not saying
So, yeah.
anything. I'm saying
Okay,
what
so,
I
like,
feel.
Oh God, when did Dell buy Alienware? Was it like 2010?
I think it was. I was gonna say 2010. Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah,
it's
Yeah,
pretty
I
early
think it
on.
was.
So like before 2010, like if you didn't build your own PC, Alienware was okay.
The shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Alienware had your back.
yeah, like their customer service was amazing, the whole nine. In 2010, Dell's like, hey, we want to get into the gaming market, so let's buy that other company.
Ran it straight into the fucking ground.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
So not only did they run it straight into the ground, they're also like, hey, by the way, because like I'm saying a lot of this stuff to bring everybody up to speed because I know somebody who still uses and swears by Alienware.
Their previous products, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Like their branding is cool, but it's getting a little dated comparatively.
Oh well, yeah, now, yeah, absolutely. Now, yeah.
All right. So anyway,
Because I had an Alienware,
Yeah.
for a brief moment, and it was work. It did what it needed to do.
yeah. Like I was thinking about it back in like 2008, and then I'm just like, oh, but I can build the same PC for like $800 cheaper, so I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah,
That
is true.
was back in 2008. I mean, I'm like talking like fucking now, man.
Oh,
Like, they really
now,
saw like
yeah.
now they fucking price crash like a bitch. It's
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
I remember seeing the commercials for those things all the time, but
Yep.
I myself have never been a PC gamer, so it's never really been a thing for me.
So, all right. And what do you guys know about laptops and gaming? Well, what is the biggest thing about laptops?
Mobility.
Aside from convenience.
Okay,
Yeah.
like what is the biggest con of laptops?
The screen size.
Oh,
Well, they're
Screen size and heat.
Oh,
dispersion.
overheating. I mean,
you got that too.
Laptops overheat like a son of a bitch.
how about
processing power, I guess.
upgradability?
Oh, well, yeah.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
okay. Yeah. Now when you say that, like I look back in hindsight, I'm like, yeah,
Well,
So-
yeah, definitely.
great abilities.
So there is currently a class action lawsuit versus Dell because they advertised their new Alienware laptop as upgradable. and it's not.
You can swap out the RAM sticks. That counts.
Yes, that does count as
It
upgradable.
technically does. You can get like, you know, get a little bit more speed out of that 16 gigs.
Well, like we got 2 more slots on there, so you can
You know?
jump it up to 32 if you really want to. You got
Gosh, can you get 32 in a laptop? Well, I guess so if you run two 16s.
Oh, there's some laptops where you can get up to 64. You can run 2 or 4 8s.
I have an MS. I have like an old MSI gaming laptop.
That math did not. Did not.
Don't listen to the math from
It didn't say anything.
You had me thinking about something, and then I'm just like, and then I came back and just like, wait, what?
Wait, it just took you a moment. You're like, wait, what?
I was like, what did I say?
Oh,
But I think I have seen some laptops where you can get up to 64.
Okay.
That's what? That's 8 8s? Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, 8 8s. Yeah.
Yeah.
8 8s.
Nice. Do they
Thanks
have
for-
16
it's like-
sticks? I think they might have some 16 sticks for laptops.
Check out the calculator.
Wait. It's like he puts it. He's
Oh,
like, wait a
hold
minute,
on.
I'm on pause. Hold on.
Ready? There we go. All
Because
right.
I have two 16s in my tower right now. I think they make 16 sticks for laptops. So then 4 16s.
I'm running 4 8s. I need to switch to two 16s, but
Oh, absolutely, bro.
is it 4 8s? Shit, now I don't know. Is it 4 8s or
Just break it open right now, man.
yeah? Just
Bro, get with the times, man. Get those 2 16 sticks in there, bro.
that's what I need to do. I need to switch up to 64. Just say F it all, you know?
Yeah.
Or just go for a terabyte, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why not?
Just-
Can Windows handle a terabyte now?
Actually, I think it can. I think Windows 10 can.
Can it? Because last time I looked, it was like 64 was the max it supported.
Like, there's no point. But
Well, yeah. It's
do
because
it.
my motherboard, when I was actually looking up the specs for it, it actually said that it can actually handle up to a terabyte of RAM.
God damn. Well, I know what to put on the wish list.
Well, I mean, the motherboard versus the operating system is a different thing. Of course, the the motherboard has the slots for it. Whether the operating system recognizes all the slots
Yeah.
at the same time is a different thing.
Yeah.
And you already know the Windows partition. You won't fully get the full terabyte. It's always like 908, 960, or 950.
Yeah. Okay. And then also on this topic here, so not only are those laptops not upgradable, but the new ones with the 3070 aren't even registering all their cores on the graphics card.
Oh my god.
I would be upset.
Oh, I'd be like, I'm gonna need a refund ASAP.
Like, if I'm going to spend 3070 money, I better be getting a 3070 out of it, you know?
Right?
Oh, man. But,
I mean,
Yeah.
like, when you say like your laptop's upgradable, like, do you expect that? I used to do that for work too. Like, had to take apart laptops, change out parts and stuff. And like, there were times where the motherboard was dying. And like, I'm doing it for work or for a laptop that I don't even care. And I'm so just like, fuck, I'm about to take this laptop apart,
Yeah.
pull out the motherboard, and slam a new one in there. But like, do you really want your customers to like take apart their, break apart their laptop? I mean, laptops are fucking terrible to take apart. Like,
God.
because some of them, like, they just like snap in there. So like when you're trying to pry it apart, you feel like you're about to, snap the back plate off.
Oh yeah, those
Worse.
yeah.
And then like you want me to like take it apart, take out the motherboard, and then like change out the processor or something, like change out the graphics card of like, which is almost like integrated into the motherboard at this point for laptops.
yeah.
It's like, yeah,
Um,
it's not happening.
Yeah, that always weirded me out too about using laptops or even working on laptops. Like, I'll build a PC all day long. Like, I enjoy it, and like there's times like I'll be just slapping parts in there, and like my wife will walk by and be like, "Are you supposed to do that hard?" I'm like, no, it's fine. It works. Yeah. But like I've cracked open the back of a laptop to try and help somebody with something. Like I cracked it open and be like, nope, closed it back up, and I ain't messing with that. Gosh, what was that? I think it was an HP, something like that. I don't know. Another.
Laptops are getting creepy too. Like I had a buddy of mine, he bought like it's like one of those tablet laptops. It's still a laptop, but it's not a tablet. But it might as well be a tablet, but it's a tablet laptop.
A Chromebook.
And like, yeah, I mean, it wasn't a Chromebook. It was a Microsoft.
Oh, kind of like one of those where you can fold it, and then the other side.
Yeah, I want to say it was like a Surface or something. And like he was doing like some price comparison. He saw like one had like it had like the one he got like had like 16 gigs of RAM, and then there was like another one that had like a 32 and like had a bigger hard drive, but it was like $800 more. I was like, yeah, man, definitely buy the cheaper one, because like you can add on the storage, you can add on the RAM, and I'll do it for you. And like we got it, and we started looking at it and stuff, and I'm like, ooh, I've never dealt with this before. All right, do it. And like I looked up a video, and I was like, oh, okay. And like the guy in the video, like all he did was just like pop off the screen, because everything is behind the screen. So like it just pop off the screen and then like slam everything in there. I was like, oh, I watched the video. I was like, yeah, man, I could do that for you. And he's just like,
man,
no, we're not doing that. And I'm like, man, it's not even that hard. Like I got the tools and everything. Like I've been doing this for like over a decade, man. It'll be fine. I got you. And he's just like, nah, we're not popping off the screen of my laptop. I'm like, you know what? I don't even blame you. I would say fuck that shit too.
Yeah.
The reason I'm willing to do it is because it's your laptop and not mine.
Yeah. As soon as you mess something up, you be like, dang, son. So we don't need to replace this.
You got that warranty though, right?
As soon as you pop that screen off, though, as soon as you pop off that screen, that warranty is null and void, sir.
Oh, yeah.
There's a little safety strip right there. If you can't, like, heat that up and get that off there just right, you're on your own, son.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Oh.
God.
But anyway, Alienware. Yeah, fuck them now.
Yeah, no. Like, all right. Anybody, if you are looking to invest in gaming PC, go anywhere besides Dell and Alienware. Please.
And then, what is it? NZXT?
NZXT.
Oh, dude, NZXT. We were talking about that. Like, my buddy bought a pre-built from them and just robbed them blind. God.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, we've looked like recently, and they're like, okay, we can't charge this much for this tower. We need to up the price a good amount. We need to add another zero on the end of that shit.
Yeah, because there's stuff. I mean, their stuff is the price point that they had for their stuff was pretty much as if you were building it yourself.
Yep.
Right.
But what was it like? I think wasn't it like $100 for like the building process?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm almost like, oh, I'll take that.
But
man, like my buddy, like he got the NZXT. He came with the 3090, came with a 550 motherboard, came with it wasn't a 550. I don't know what they're, because he got the Intel. He came with the i9 1100. Whatever their motherboard is, 4 terabytes of storage plus another, terabyte drive for the operating system. And he walked out, 3,500. And I was just like, what the fuck did you do? Did you slap them? Did you hold them at gunpoint? What is going on over here, team? Jesus Christ.
Wait a minute. So he got the 4 terabyte. He got the 4 terabyte drive, the 1 terabyte partition for the operating system. And
No. It came with a 1 terabyte drive for the operating system, and then another 4 terabyte drive for additional storage. It came with the Intel i9 1100, brand new. The 3900 or the 3090 Founder Edition.
Oh,
a motherboard to match and
robbed.
Like that was the retail price on that card.
Fucking water cooled for the AIO pump for the processor.
He bought a graphics card and got a computer for free.
fucking works.
Yeah.
I got for free. Like, God damn. What the fuck are you doing, man? And then like we go and check later, it's fucking like a grand plus more like the next week. And I was like, yeah, because they know they fucked up.
Oh,
I mean, they didn't
goodness.
fuck up, but they're just like, damn, we can't do that again. That's not right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like, yeah, anybody who's looking to get into gaming PC, yeah, go. My biggest, the biggest thing that I hope that you do is you do your little research and get with a friend who knows what they're doing and build it yourself. One, you'll save money, and two, you'll feel so much better about that PC than you do buying one. Or go to a reputable company that's, in ZXT, even iBuyPower or Cyber. Go to one of those guys who actually, that is their business, is gaming PCs. Don't go to Dell or HP or, what's the other big one?
They're trying to get an E-machine.
Lenovo? You talking about Lenovo? I don't.
Oh God, don't give them money. But
yeah, I definitely put
Like-
Dell, HP, and Lenovo like in the same bucket.
Yeah.
They're a business, man. They have a great business PC. And another buddy of mine, he's gonna watch the podcast later. Don't worry, but I'm not gonna call you out. But he came to me and he said the same thing. Like he's like, hey man, TCP, I'm looking at building a gaming computer. I've been looking at some stuff. And like I've been looking at Dell and HP. I was like, no, you stop it right goddamn now. Do not. Don't you fucking do it.
That shouldn't even be in the sentence.
I was like,
shouldn't
what are we
even be
doing
the
over
same-
here, team? He's like,
it's,
I mean, he's trying to build a cross-platform because he's trying to build a setup for work and a setup for gaming. And I'm just like, nah, man. Like, Dell and HP are, great if you're trying to do business. You're trying to do your business work. That's fine. Do that stuff. Buy their cheap in and do your business work. But if you want to build gaming, build for gaming that you just use for work.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Because any gaming rig is going to eat whatever work you do.
Right.
It's just going to chew through it like it's nothing. Unless you're like doing like hardcore video editing and have like 100 tabs open.
No, he's not doing that. And like, plus he has like his own like little work laptop that he'll just hook up to the monitors. And so I'm just like, yeah, man, just build a gaming rig and then just use the monitors for your work.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
So while we're on it, so 2.5 weeks ago, the 3080 Ti went on sale for 10 days ago. 10 days ago, the 3080 went on sale. The 3080 Ti went on sale. Price point was acceptable for the market. Came out at $1,200.
I don't think that was acceptable.
It's still a little steep. Like,
It was still a little steep.
I'm gonna need that to be down to like 3.
It was twice the twice the MSRP of the 3080 base when it launched. And I know with with new tariffs and taxes and everything right now, the PC gaming market is not great, but it's still like I don't think it merits a
$1,200.
100% increase in price.
yeah, I can get behind that. And the funny part is Best Buy, because of the 3080 and the 3080 Ti, Best Buy finally decided to add queues to their website.
No, they didn't add queues to the website.
They
said for the 3080 Ti they did in-store only.
Was that it?
That's what it was. They did in-store only.
Oh,
They did in-store only. That's
the
G-Man. Like I saw that.
yeah.
Like the 3080 had like come out and it had been like 4 hours, and I saw that. I was like, I might walk to my Best Buy, which is like literally just a stone's throw away. It's like 0.3 miles. I'm like, I might walk to that bitch and just see if I can just out of curiosity see if I can just get one if it's just sitting there for no reason. I don't think like I live in a big city, but like it's not that big of a city. But like I doubt like anybody was just like, I'm just gonna go to Best Buy and buy a card. I don't think that was.
So is that their way of kind of circumventing the scalpers that were always?
Yeah. So many people
That's a big
about that.
to the scalper.
They're like, Best Buy was the first person to realize like scalpers were a fucking problem, and they finally did something about it by having in-store buying only.
Like,
I mean, of course, Micro Center's been doing that, since the beginning. But no one's talking about Micro Center because they're not that big.
Well, I mean, like, I wish we had a Micro Center around here.
I every time, like I was following these forums for a long time, and people were just walking into micro centers, just buying cars, just like it was nothing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, of course, the
'Cause they
closest one to me is
prepare for
4 hours away.
Yeah. I think like the
Yeah.
closest one to me is like 9 hours. And honestly, it'd almost be worth the trip. You know?
Yeah. Just to see.
Just to go see what it was like on the inside. Like,
It's 4 hours away. I call him like, "Hey, do you have a car?" Like, "Yes, we have one left." I was like, "I'll be there in 3 hours." Hold that bitch. I'd be calling the state police of like, "Yo, man, if you see this car, do not stop him. He's important. VIP status right now."
uh-oh, we lost Wild.
Oh, I'm here. Oh, I'm here. I'm here.
hey.
I'm here.
Did your phone go to sleep?
Yeah. Right. Hey, it's still dying. It's still dying. I got 9%. I don't know if it'll. I'm hoping that it lasts.
All right. We'll jump into this last topic here because this last
I
one.
wanted to talk about Newegg Shuffle.
Oh,
Have you tried Newegg Shuffle? So like,
no.
so Best Buy is doing, for the 3080s, for the TIs, they did in-store buying, or in-store, but like several weeks ago, if not months, Newegg started Newegg Shuffle. Have you guys not seen Newegg Shuffle?
No.
Mm-mm.
Like, I shop there exclusively for PC parts.
Yeah, I mean, I go through Newegg for all my PC parts, for like all their hot commodity items. They started Newegg Shuffle. So like between the hours of 9 to noon PC time, Pacific time. So between 9 to noon, they have the shuffle. So you enter the shuffle, you select. So every day is a different item. They do like about 10 items or whatever, and you select which ones you want to enter the shuffle for, and you click submit. Between those hours, and then within the next 2 hours, they do random selections to see they'll choose whoever, and like, hey, we chose you to choose this item that you selected, and then within the next 2 hours they send you an email, and then you have that 2 hours to buy the card or whatever item it is. Could be the like the Ryzen 9s, could be cards, it could be like new motherboards or whatever, and then you have those 2 hours to buy the item.
That's cool.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure how I feel about it, because like it gives them a chance to like pre-screen for scalpers,
Yeah.
pre-screen for bots,
It's like that's
go
the
through like a
only
little
time
bit more
though.
hoops.
Like that's going to be like the only time I really support it though is on new items.
Right, and they only do it on new items. So all last week they were only doing it on the 3070s and the 3080 Ti's. That was the only items that they had up there. And I went back every day because like I started getting a little bit hungry, and I'm just like, I want a Ryzen 9 5900X right now, for no reason. I don't need it, but I want it. Just because.
I want it, and I kind of need it.
I kept checking back, but like they mostly just had the TIs, a couple like new motherboards out there, some 3060s. 3060s, they would throw in some 3080s, 3080 bases, and 3090s just because. But like every day, it's different, so you don't know what you're gonna get. But like, if that's the day where it has the one item that you want, you select it. I want to enter the shuffle, submit. So you have to log in. You have to have a Newegg account to even get to the shuffle site.
Well, if you bought anything there anyway, you probably have an account.
You should have an account. I mean,
Yeah.
easy, just because like even during the time when shit was crazy, like they were even saying like use our app. Just log into the app on your phone, log into your account and use the app and buy stuff. It's so much better than just using a web browser. And I mean, it worked out for me too. But so like I kind of like the shuffle idea. So like it helps get away from bots, but I also feel like it helps them be selective, because they're like, yeah, we do it at random, but we may select the people that we want. I hope they do it at random. Like, I don't know what goes on behind the scenes.
It could be random, but they could also be choosing the people that have spent money.
Or like a lot of people were like, especially like during like the very hard times when it came to get stuff, like a lot of people put out the theories of like they're not selling the cars to individuals. Yeah, they're letting like a lot of the bots and stuff get the inventory, but like they're also letting a lot of the scalper companies just have their way, or like they're selling them like they're selecting their employees, and then their employees are just scalping it and stuff like that. There's a lot of like those fucked up theories that were going around. Like, I don't see it being wrong, but I just hope it's not right.
Yeah, like, that's one of those things. Like, don't let me down, Newegg. Like,
please don't. I love you. You have a customer. Don't fuck it up, man. You guys have so many customers. I mean,
it's my angel in the outfield.
People know you're the number one to come to when it comes to buying PC parts. Or anything electronics. They got PlayStation 5s on there too. So.
All right, fellas. I'm sitting at 2%.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So
hang in there. To the end.
I'm trying.
All right, so we'll jump on this last topic because I'm kind of excited about this. So, AMD has announced Fidelityfx Super Resolution. It's to come out and battle with DLSS. So far, it is knocking DLSS out of the water.
Really?
So far, yeah. So, these are cherry-picked stats. Like, I didn't personally cherry-pick them. The article cherry-picked them. But, well, first off, it's going to be open source, so anybody can use it. So they took it. They put it on a 6800 XT. So, Radeon RX 6800 XT. So, on PC, they took Godfall, and it got 78 FPS over its native 49 FPS on the Radeon 6800 XT at 4K.
Can we say we don't care about Godfall?
We can.
Like earlier in the show.
We do. We don't care about Godfall. All right. I
think we just care about the stats.
We're talking about stats here. All right. On quality mode, it increased the FPS on a 2-year-old card by 78%, by 78 FPS at 4K.
What?
Oh, I thought you were about to say 78%.
No, 78 FPS. So it's running Godfall at, what is that?
Upper 130s?
Yeah, it's like 136. So it's running Godfall at 136 FPS at 4K on a 6800 XT. All right. In performance mode, it bumps it up to 150 FPS at 4K. All right.
Not bad.
They tested it.
That almost sounds too good.
Okay, they even took it over to an NVIDIA card. They took it on to the GTX 1060. So once again, a card that's 4 years old?
Yeah, it's 4 or 5.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, I think y'all are losing me.
All right.
Yep,
So So Godfall 4K on the GTX 1060 is at 27 FPS. With this, it's at 38. Oh, we lost Wild.
Yeah.
We okay?
That was it. His battery died.
Hope he knows I love him.
Like, those are massive bumps over DLSS.
Yeah, for a card that I mean, DLSS. I've used it a few times. I only have like a few games right now that really run it. Cyberpunk being the big one. And I'm more than double my FPS with DLSS on Cyberpunk.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
that 4K that on the 6800 XT was with ray tracing on. So that's taking it from 50 FPS to like a mid 130s at 4K with ray tracing on over DLSS.
That's hot.
Yeah.
That's really hot.
Like,
but now let me ask you this, because I also know that what's the quality of the ray tracing? Because we also know that nothing against AMD. I love AMD right now, but AMD's on the Radeons, their ray tracing is not quite up to par as NVIDIA's ray tracing.
Yeah, I haven't messed with it yet, so no, like on a personal level, I haven't messed with it. Like I've never had a NVIDIA card that did it. Like the last NVIDIA card I had was the 1060, and then like right now I've got the 6700 XT on my main rig. So yeah, I don't know. Those are massive bumps, but they said that the only thing they said is that the games are going to have to actually, like the gaming companies themselves are actually going to have to opt in to use it. Like they're going to have to make games that actually use it versus DLSS. But they made it open source, so anybody can use it.
That's smart. Making it open source, available to everybody. That might be one thing that hurts NVIDIA because like DLSS is out there, but I haven't seen many games that utilize it. Whether they be new or even, older games that that have a patch for it. I haven't seen it out there too widely, probably because they keep it locked down.
Yeah. The funny part is though, is they announced. Here's what really surprised me, is they've been working on this in secret. They announced it 2 weeks ago. They announced it 2 weeks ago. It comes out the 22nd.
Damn. I wish everybody would release everything like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Like, everything at E3, like I want them to be like, hey, it'll be out in July,
Yeah, I know.
Not going to happen, but, they're like, hey, holiday 2022 is this game we're going to push back to spring of 24. So, is what it is.
That's another thing we're talking about. Long just release dates. Me and my girlfriend were talking about like how movies, I guess even games, they set a release date for something before they even think about pre-production.
Yeah.
They're like, this movie's gonna be out, March 18th, 2022. And like we don't even have a script for it yet. We don't even have a screenwriters. We don't have a director. We haven't even thought about it. We're just like, the movie's gonna be out by then though.
Yeah.
All about getting investors to sell an idea.
I miss the good old days when they would work on movies in secret, and like you would have no idea a movie was coming out, and all of a sudden you just see a trailer for it, like, oh, by the way, it's coming out in 3 weeks. Good luck. I'm like, oh, that's fucking awesome. That sounds great. Now they're like, they release a release date, and then they work on stuff, and like, oh, by the way, because we didn't plan appropriately, we now have to delay it, and now people are pissed. And but
like,
anyway,
that's one thing that I really wish that companies would start doing. Stop telling us you're working on stuff. Like, go dark.
It's mostly the fucking like the magazines and the critics and the sources. They have to like probe and prod and like just search for as much information. Like I hate news articles so much because they try to spoil the movie before it even like gets created and come out. I mean, like they're working on quick example, Spider-Man, the next Spider-Man movie coming out. A year ago they're like, oh, Tobey Maguire's coming back. Everyone's like, Tobey Maguire's, and we fit in there and we sat there and we found the directors and we read it and we fucking just and we just Tobey Maguire's coming back, and now I'm like, Tobey Maguire's not coming back for the movie.
No.
So I'm just like. Whenever they're like, oh, fucking before Endgame came out, they're like, oh, they're gonna do time travel. They're gonna do time travel. We fit there and we fucking just berated them until they gave us an answer. They're gonna do time travel. We're just let you know they're doing time travel. And now people are just like, what's the point of me even watching the fucking movie now? Now I'm going to travel back in time to fix everything. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks for spoiling the fucking movie for me.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Speaking of which, I just watched the first episode of Loki.
Dope.
I'm getting Doctor Who vibes from it. I'm getting Doctor Who vibes from it.
Oh yeah, Doctor Who. What is the DC show? DC Legends of Tomorrow. This is exactly what they're going for.
I'm just like, I'm wondering if like halfway through the filming of this stuff, was it Tom Hiddleston?
Yeah.
Like I'm wondering if like halfway through the filming of this episode, he's just like, did I really come back for this?
No, I think it's gonna be good. I think they're gonna be able to pull it off. I think it's gonna be fine.
I mean, we'll have to see. Like, I mean, it's only the first episode, and with the way Marvel did WandaVision. Like WandaVision didn't get blah, 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 blah. English.
Yeah.
WandaVision didn't get good until like episode 5. So
Sure. I think this. I feel like this series is gonna be more like Falcon and Winter Soldier, because the episodes are 50-ish minutes and not 30-ish minutes.
yeah.
So like Wanda was 30-ish minutes and had 9 episodes, whereas Falcon, they were 50-ish minutes and they had 6 episodes. I feel like this is only, I don't know the episode count, but I feel like it's going to be like 6 or so.
I can see that.
I don't know.
It depends on what they do with it and what they reveal for it. Because whatever they reveal on this is going to be what they go against to Phase 4.
Yep.
So, like, I'm thinking possibly like Mephisto or something like that.
No, they already confirmed that he's not in this show at all. He would not make an appearance. Does that mean he's going to make an appearance, in the future though? They might hint at him, but they say he's not going to be involved in this show.
Yeah, we'll find out. But
Sorry, we broke away. We took a very long, segue from AMD's Fidelity Sync. Is that what they're calling it?
Fidelityfx.
Fidelity-FX.
Yep. I don't know. Like, I'm excited to see what the possibilities are for it, because if the technology is as good as it looks, that means we can push things a little bit farther than we have been especially on the PC side. So, or if consoles pick it up, if it makes things easier for consoles.
I was literally just thinking that, because because like the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, they're just pretty much all AMD. It's just all AMD. So like, they got the new AMD chips, new AMD graphics cards. So like, they could easily push that in there and just start bumping the FPS.
Yeah.
That's wild. And now you've just blown my mind. Thank you.
That's what I do. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you everybody for coming and watching. Thank you everybody who comes and watch later. You can find us on Facebook at Griffmore Streams, YouTube at Griffmore.